Dreads out there. They need our help.
We need to take
Alright,
care of
chat.
that mortar.
Welcome to what's probably the finale.
We'll follow every step of the way. Ready? Let's go!
Watch the little...
If we can't
Welcome
get
to the
past
finale.
those gates,
I think that's what I was trying to say, and I got cut off in sentence by funny.
Damn it! Can you take that mortar out? Really starting to annoy me.
Oh, can you piss off?
Good hit. That's a wound. All right now.
Where's this mortar? Am I just like cheesing it now at this point?
the
This is
mortar's
too cheesy,
down!
actually.
Be careful. Get in there.
Gotcha. Thanks. Big dramatic. I mean, it is a really
The Aurora
dramatic
ship
death.
should be able to move in
Yes,
closer
you
now.
wounded her.
Come on, Caleb, do your stuff.
Let's take the fight into the city! Ah, a bit of close combat. This is more like it. Recognize those wolves you hold wanderers.
How you feeling, Walter?
Let's refuse stop asking. Now let's go. I might look over.
Get the dog! Marvelous.
More guards.
Good clean people. Let's have a few more of those men. I love it when they get...
Take the back and strike back.
Taking fire! Watch out!
Nobody knocks down one of the king's soldiers. Kill her, boys!
I feel like fighting's redundant here.
Fly.
Am I the only one that feels that way? Half that I will, but I don't feel like just killing endless boring soldiers. Yeah, they just evaporate if I go on. Well, that's kind of broken.
Is this not the grandest time you've ever had? Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move! Move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we?
I'm no hob or common soldier. I'm the best there is, and you are going to...
Stopping me. They make it hard, don't they?
The enemy's shooting at us!
They don't stand a chance against you. That's how you handle it. Oh, that's good. That's
Resistance is hot! Taking fire!
good. They might be faceless, but they're still nothing but men. Thanks for letting me slide.
Looks like you're
Leave,
winning,
thank you.
but I'll never give up. Long live King Logan!
We're under fire! Heads down, men! That was a lucky hit! Want to get bored? Find a way!
defenses!
Fight through!
Come on!
Kill the witch!
Witch?
Traitor has a gun!
I don't think the blood in
Small queens, not the other way around. There's more of them!
Can I go through here? No? It's down here, got it.
They're expecting us. Say what you want about them.
Wait, I'm so itchy. Hold on, I want to get this RT. Oh, people that are rushing the streets and hopping. Because we're winning.
It's magic!
Come on, Paige, where are you?
Paige!
Oh, that bloody time!
My men are taking care of the East barracks, but I couldn't leave you out here alone.
That deserves a round of applause.
It's only a flesh wound!
Ow.
One of our boys has been shot!
How's that feel, eh?
Well struck! Elite soldiers, my ass! Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn gates!
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things up.
Ha ha! Did you see that boulder that the whole city
Boulder.
bowed to up under?
Hang on, how did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
What if like something else goes wrong and stuff? Like the darkness comes back or something. I don't even remember, like... This is why I'm confused about why the game felt so short. Like, I've only been playing for like 5 hours, Chad. Is this not the end? Is like, I forget, like... I've gifted 970k, by the way, Jesus fucking Christ.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the woman I always wanted you to be.
She's a lot more than that, and now she's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower
Really, I
behind
can never
ignorance,
mind, I
if you
actually
will.
remember.
But my sister deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
I remember now. Starting to remember, chat.
Queen of Albion. There she is, the Queen of Albion. You've made it. Just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you? I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful queen is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Alright, go to the throne room. I know we're not done yet, chat, so I will play more, obviously. I'm not done, but... I don't remember what happens now. I feel like some stuff bad and something happens and stuff. Like, I don't know. We'll play for and see what happens. Oh, it's saving. Nice, fun, exciting.
All stand to attention for the Queen of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work, but killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing
There's such a big
for this
plot in
attack.
this, like,
Let
hole
me
in this
stand
plot.
by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness together.
This is true. If it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, sister. Now choose.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The Queen has made her decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are queen, you can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know.
I mean, she's probably right.
Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced, and be the hero that can stand against it.
Oh, co-op, Clint's for if we beat the game in co-op, gotcha. So, we have a year, chat.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving such news. The darkness that is coming. People won't understand what it means. Nobody could, without living through it first. We need to prepare. If we can't stop the attack from happening, we have to be ready when it comes. Having Logan's troops on our side is a good start, but you will need to raise a fortune to pay for the army we'll need. Hobson will show you the treasury, and I'm sure he can explain just how to fill it.
Indeed I can.
Then I will leave you to it. Ben and I will begin recruiting and training soldiers at once.
If you will follow me,
You should really tell the truth to the people, and some of them would believe you, some of them wouldn't.
To this moment.
But some will.
This is it. Albion's royal treasury. The store of the kingdom's total wealth.
There's really not much here. Like at all, actually.
It's, well, not as replete as one would like, but just imagine this room shimmering with hills, valleys, and plateaus of gold. A topography of riches going all the way up to the ceiling. It will require nothing less to build this army everyone is talking about. Which brings us to the second item on today's agenda, and one I'm personally very excited about. Setting the tax rate for the coming year. As you probably know, your brother was taxing the people rather heavily, and some say that this has led to poverty, starvation, and other societal ills. You have 3 clear choices, Your Majesty. 1, lower the tax rate, which one could argue would help the poor and the hungry, but would also leave the treasury in a miserable state. 2,
I'm gonna try to do all the good
maintain
things.
Logan's policies. Not a popular
If we
move,
fail,
but
that's okay.
Very well, Your Majesty. Well, how very
We'll find another way to make money.
noble. Yes, I suppose noble is the word. How very noble of you. The people are no doubt dancing in the streets, and we are bankrupt. You will need to be more ruthless if you wish to save the kingdom, Your Majesty. There are other, less salubrious means of filling the treasury, of course. You may donate your own gold, should you have enough. Though I must say, such charity is unheard of. However you decide to proceed, you should acquaint yourself with the Royal Ledger. It is a logbook that allows the reigning monarch to make deposits and withdrawals from the treasury. A most useful financial tool. But my, look at the time. You really ought to attend to the next item on today's agenda. Reva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized. So expect a crowd.
I need 6.5 million. I feel like you can raise that by buying houses, like, but maybe I'm just wrong.
Don't tempt.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now here I am to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth. But my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well,
the factory
Yeah,
will
let's see what
become a
happens.
school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once. Welcome to Reva Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
Headset feels off. Sorry, chat. I know there's a lot of crackling going on because I keep moving stuff.
If you can find better prices anywhere, then I shan't be surprised if you
I cannot tell you what joy.
It's considerable, right, to buy house, like buy properties and start making money, right, chat? We're not doing it yet. Oh, in theory, I should do it though. You know? Oh God, I don't know what to do, chat. We're so in poverty. We're done. You know, realistically, this wouldn't be so hard because the people would at least somewhat understand and attempt to help. They wouldn't understand well, but some of them would get it. And at least the followers I have, including all the soldiers and stuff, would know, so like they'd help.
I'm
And
afraid
giving a lot
your
would also
property was irreparable. You might have a look in the
Okay.
sanctuary.
What does that even mean? Now, if I knew all this beforehand, I would have remembered to, like, save billions and billions up and then just use all my money. Yeah, look at me, I raised the money, ooh.
Mom. Nothing to report, Your Majesty.
Majesty.
Woo! All stand for the Queen. Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reva shall stand against her.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt.
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The Old Quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn Old Quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new Old Quarter.
Rebuilding something like this obviously would take time, but it would actually generate money. Just saying. Eventually. Not now, but eventually. Because it would create jobs. I'm just saying.
It breaks one's
I would not
heart
be
to
that
see
much in
the
debt.
treasury so empty. If we don't do something about it, we will all die. And I have some very definitive retirement plans. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Very wise, Your Majesty. Better to have a city full of criminals than a city full of very dead people. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared.
I don't care about the decoration.
As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room.
There's other ways to make money and like do other things. So like I wish this
Ah, hello.
But I do need to blow my money right now. Like now. Like literally now. I actually wasted a lot of time, to be honest. I should have did it earlier. Well, technically it doesn't matter when I do it now because I'm just going to have to AFK to make enough money, really, to be honest with you. That's how I'm going to have to do it, probably. I'm going to AFK until I have 6 mil. But in general, as you see what I'm doing here, where I buy and renovate. Oh wait, yeah, no, that it's a store. I was like, why is there no other option? I don't want to move in, bro. I want to rent it out. Yeah, basically, I gotta rent out everything. I'm gonna spend the money I have now, but in general, this is what I'm gonna be doing off screen, and then AFKing for money, basically. I'm not sure how that works, but if it doesn't work, then we're screwed and everybody's gonna die. Like, everyone's gonna die, like, literally. Like, I mean, literally everyone's gonna die. Anyhow, I'm just gonna spend the rest of my money on this, area. Then I'll do the rest off screen. I might as well just spend my money. Rank the rent? I might, I don't know. It's not really, I don't know if there's any actual reason. There might actually be no penalty for cranking the rent. That would make me definitely do it. Do I own every building here now? See. Yeah, I do. Is there actually anything to buy in Mystic Valley? No. Right? No. Last little thing here. Might as well buy like something else. Like, can I afford anything else? 900. No, I don't have $900. Never mind. Okay. Didn't want to do that.
I trust you well, madam.
Her Majesty, the Queen of Albion. Today you decide on the decor of the castle. Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance.
What's the point?
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
I was hoping to get some money out of that. Like maybe it was renovate castle, 1 million. Don't renovate castle, keep 1 million.
Greetings,
Your
Mom.
Majesty.
We're not gonna get
Today
out of this
you
situation.
decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty.
I'll go myself and fight. I will go.
Kaelin will speak for her people. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long.
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equal.
Why not take ships to Aurora? There's like no one there. They claimed that, and they said the truth there. Take ships to Aurora, bring them here. Didn't cost much. Food, cost of food to go there.
Pulls in
Just
every
saying.
way.
Here's another reason beside this. Like a huge reason. They're gonna die out there. The evil lives there. It's just gonna kill them and come to us and kill us too. So why the hell wouldn't we just take them here where they're safe for another year and they can help us fight? Hello?
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a woman of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
For about 300 more days until we're all dead. Exploration. Okay, I'm committing. I'm going to do every nice act I can. What was the one evil one I did? The less police officers? Who cares about that? Who fucking cares, dude? Fucking whatever, bro. We'll do a couple more episodes. I'm not going to end this one quite yet. But we'll do a couple more episodes, and we'll see how bad it goes and how, like, good we fare in the fight. But I'm going to commit. I want to see how bad this can get in the fight, and I want to see how, like, much good I can do.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora. An oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things.
They didn't change anything.
The city that Reva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.
So that's my main. Okay, never mind. We're not doing anything else now because I officially have nothing to do because now I'm not going all the way to Aurora to like do
My
that.
lady.
Like today. This is the end of the Let's Play for today. Again, there'll be more episodes in the future, but I'm gonna play with my girlfriend tonight and stuff. Have fun. I'm gonna make money on this account. Which means buying more stuff. If I have money right now, I'm gonna buy more stuff. Can you fucking walk? Thank you. I have so many quests to do too, which is a good thing, because... Oh. There's only one there, 3 there, 1 there. Yeah, there's a couple. Doing all these will give me more... I can become stronger before I fight all this stuff, because I'm sure the fighting won't be too easy. I always remembered getting King as being endgame, but I guess now that I think about it, you do get daily tasks and stuff, and they are considered the main story, so... This is totally normal, like, this is correct. I'm gonna start this side and start buying everything, basically, though. Mercenary Camp has no actual... Like... Oh shit, you can actually. Buy the general store, a couple houses. So I'm guessing like these become houses rather than mercenary camps. How much money do I have? 3,600. Wait, these can also be homes for people that like almost died, right? You know, like think about that. Like this is another way that you can make more sense than this game actually does. I think I have every house in this area. Yeah, okay, almost every one that you can get without being pretty wealthy. This is what I'm gonna do off screen. I'm gonna start buying stuff, try to get some money going. I don't think we're gonna succeed though. I think we're just gonna die. Like everyone's gonna die basically. But I'm committed. I'm gonna see how far we can go with this.
Any
and
other
how
business
well it
to
goes.
attend to?
You being quiet so I can do my outro. See you guys next time.